Hi, it's Natalie, the Modern Hippie Mama. So I just recorded a whole video and then realized I didn't press play. So here's the tip of the week for the Modern Hippie Mama. Learn how to use technology. That's my tip to myself. Okay, so happy Wednesday, happy hump day. It's Natalie. I'm here to give you the Modern Hippie Mama's tip of the week. And today we are going to be talking about a really fantastic remedy. I like to think of it as a purse essential. So that means that it definitely needs to be in my pocketbook or my stroller or the car at all times. I have two young, very active boys, and they like to run and jump and play, and sometimes that means that we get bumps and bruises. And so this essential is mandatory in all households, and I'm so grateful that some of my friends have even started to carry it around with them too. So if I have run out or I don't have mine with me and one of my friends says, hey, I actually have some, that makes me so excited. So what is this remedy that I'm speaking about? It is arnica. Arnica is one of those remedies that is perfect for when you have a bump or a bruise, or if you're really sore after an intense yoga class or spinning or running, whatever it is that you do for exercise. If you feel really beat up afterwards and your muscles are super sore and you're having trouble walking or whatever it is, arnica can be super helpful. Also, I've had experience with one of my children falling on their head, and it was really frightening. And I immediately gave arnica, and it made me feel better just knowing that he was getting his body supported. But there was no bump, there was no bruise, there was nothing afterwards, and all was well. And I can definitely attribute that to the arnica. So I have seen firsthand many awesome experiences from it, and I wanted to share it with you. So if you're unfamiliar with homeopathy, or if this is your first video with me, then my favorite brand is Boron. It's Boiron. You can get it from Whole Foods, Vitamin Shop, VitaCost. Most health food stores will have it. It's pretty common. So I like to call the people who are just kind of entering into this modern hippie mama lifestyle barefoot beginners. So if you are a barefoot beginner and maybe some of the stuff that I'm talking about seems foreign to you, this one I'm hoping will start to become a little bit more mainstream. And so it is arnica 30C, as you can see here. The arnica 30C. I hope I'm not blocking that. Okay, so you see, and that one, like I said, it is really awesome for the bumps and the bruises and the sore muscles. It can also be used postpartum, and it can be used post-surgery. So in those two cases, the postpartum and post-surgery, you would want to use a higher dose. So this one is arnica 200 CK, and you can see that this is purple. You wouldn't use this just for falling off the jungle gym, or if you bumped into a corner or something, got a pretty nasty bruise, you wouldn't use this. The blue one, the 30C, is very potent as well. It will help you for sure. But in a case where you've just given birth, where that's a pretty big trauma to your hoo-ha, you want to use the purple boron. I used it postpartum after Sky, and I had an unmedicated water birth with him. And so if I I got through the labor and delivery without medication, I was certainly not going to use them postpartum. This arnica was very instrumental in the healing process. So those are the two different doses that I would recommend. And the other thing that you can do is the arnica gel. So if you are experiencing, or your children are experiencing, a pretty big boo-boo, I would double dose it, meaning I would do the arnica pellets orally, and then I would rub the gel on wherever the boo-boo was on the body. Just one thing to make sure you keep in mind, that the arnica gel should not ever be used on open wounds. So if you have a scratch, or the skin is has been affected, meaning that there's blood coming out of it, or it's just opened, you do not want to put the arnica gel on. We have another remedy for that, which I'll talk about another day. But for today, it's all about arnica. And I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, anything. If you're interested in learning something particular, please let me know so I can kind of guide and tailor the videos towards that. Otherwise, peace, love, and all that jazz.